In January 2019, I went to Frosty Faustings. My goal was to make top 8 at a major for Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. I did not. Now, in 2 months' time, Combo Breaker is going to take place, and I'm going to head back to Chicago to try to reclaim my title as a top 8 competitor in Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. You may not know who I am now, but you will. This is the come up.
So actually Kiame, he streams a lot, like a lot,
Yeah.
right? So Kiame,
This is Kiame, one of the strongest players I've ever played against in any fighting game that I've ever played in my life. Let's check the tapes to see exactly what he does that's so strong, look at his overall game plan, and how he mixes people up and gets them to be afraid of his bursts, DPs, and overall strength. This first clip is from KVO, the Winter Battle in late 2018, just about a month before I played him. He's fighting against Gouda, another really strong player out of Japan in Grand Finals. You can check out the full vid in the link in the description, but believe me when I tell you, the match was pretty free. In fact, Kiame didn't lose a character the whole set and only made it down past half red life one time in all 3 games they played. So, let's check the tapes.
3を取っていくのはキャンメイさん、このはずのさすがに厳しいがさあ様子を見ますが、うわーこのまま発動していく、下がっていないがお前は飛ぶ
さあ
見逃してない、結構減ってきてはいるが、ここはチェンジも含めてこのまま発動しない、する
さあさすがにしますね。
裏にする、今の
生きてますよ、生きてますよ。
さあゼロゲージですが、出していく、この後ですね、パスも食らえない状況、
いやー
残ったニュー、
あ
映像は亀井さんです、おめでとうございます。
This is the basic mix-up that Kiame has that he does that starts all the offense. Off the first instant overhead, he can go high or low for a 50-50 and call these high assists to keep the combo going. This is just defensive awareness. He uses the EX Dwa to get out of the gravity well assist, and then he DPs both characters when he tries to do the Gordo mix-up. Here we have an example of Hyde, and in the neutral, he realizes that Nu was going to try to get in a gimmicky way, instantly punished, had the combo on deck, and was able to stop the advance. So Gouda has had trouble starting offense the entire set, and because of things like this. Watch how Kiame waits to see what Gordo is going to do. He reacts to that. When he sees the switch, he walks back for a second, and then jumps back to keep himself out, and then crosses Gordo under, hits him with a full combo in the corner. That is just too strong. And he finishes with the corner safe jump. Now, this is just an example of Gouda being frustrated at not being able to start any offense. He does wake up super against the same safe jump that we just saw at the end of the last clip. Brings in Nu for the safe super setup, but look at how Kiame responds. The DP to beat out the overhead and kill Gordo. That, like, how do you even defend that? So here are the last moments of the tournament. Again, it looks like Gouda really just doesn't have a way of getting it, but just stands at the right space and just counters him for the hit. This next set is going to be Kiame against Jan, who's an American big body player. And just watch how many times you see Kiame represent this fuzzy overhead mix-up with JB, with Mitsuru. It's just going to happen over and over again. He tries to super it, can't deal with it. Gets hit with the full combo. Has to burst out. Now he knows he's going to do it, so Jan wins one, but he can't complete the combo. Next clip, this round start's going to happen again later on, but notice how he does a setup that leads back into the overhead, gets him again. Kiame gets another overhead, notched in his belt, then he goes back in the same mix. How do you block that? The third fuzzy overhead in a row. It's just, how do you defend that? How do you deal with that? Got him in the corner, This is a way. Taker does sledge. That's a way that you can deal with it. And from that, he gets to set up a combo, set up his pressure corner, and gets his whole offense going. The one time he was able to deal with Mitsuru, JB, now he's going to pre-jump to get out of the JB setup, and then he's going to DP it when he sees it coming. Keep in mind, Jan is up 1-0 in the set at this point, but it's already been 6 interactions of the JB, and he's down in the JB count 4-2. And Kiame's just going to keep him in the corner and put him in the position where he's got to do it again. But this time he hits him for the full punish combo and kills the character. Even though he didn't hit him with the JB, the threat of the JB was enough to seal the round for him. Here's a way to close it out. EX to get close, instant overhead. Got him again. It's so hard to stop. Here's the same round start as before. Notice that Jan will have enough time between the assist call to do a command grab, but instead he goes for the jab low. Now, after doing the overhead 11 times, of course the low is going to hit free. Here's the scariest thing about Kiame. He's starting his mix-up at 3/4 of the screen away. Just this little approach, he stands in the perfect spot where he can call the height assist to hit Tager right where he's standing. So when he goes to that area, Jan thinks that he's going to either do Dwa or do JB, and he just calls the assist and is able to get the punch. He stood right where he needed to be to get the combo. Props to Jan for blocking the overhead this time, but he tries to do Spark Volt, but he gets tagged by the assist instead. You see the meter goes down, and he's able to put him in the corner, hit him with the combo. Now, Jan has had enough of this. He's going to burst out, and he still gets tagged with the JB, but Kiame doesn't recognize it, so he's not able to pick it up. He blocks the mix-up again. That is almost going to count as a point for Jan, because he is able to block the mix-up successfully that time. But Kiame, doing the same thing we saw him do against Gura, reads the jump out and pokes him back to the ground to get the mix-up again. So you've seen the power of this mix-up. In our next video, we're going to take a look at Jonah at Seo Otaku and how he deals with the mix-up and is ultimately able to beat Kiame. One more thing, notice this round is exactly the same as the round start from the last round, just something to keep in mind. If you see your opponent doing something and it doesn't work, do it to him again. All right, team, I'm out of here.